Sharpe, and welcome to the special Thursday edition of TSR Live. It, of course, is Thursday. What is it? September 24th of 2020. Thursday, September 24th of 2020 is, of course, a special day because today is the launch of Body Language Mastery 3.0. And here to talk about it is, of course, one of my main guys, MLD, John of Modern Life Dating. Now, John, it's a little bit late out there. So either you are coked up or you are a zombie or both. So which is it?
I'm high on life, baby.
There it is. High on life.
Very hard to get drugs in Tokyo. Believe me, I've tried.
Listen, man, you should move to Vegas. It's easier to get drugs in Vegas than it is to like find a gallon of milk. Like it's like, yo, yeah, can I get some vitamin D milk? Yeah, just go right past the blow and the dealers and the hookers. It's right there on aisle 4. Like, all right. At any rate, all jokes aside, John, it's good to be with you, man. I think the last show, we haven't done a show in a while. I think the last show we did, I had just returned, I believe, from Atlantic City. And this was a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. And I was so dog tired, man. I just absolutely mailed it in. But it's good to do a show with you, man. We are actually talking before we get into this. We are actually talking because I've got a weekly show with Myron Gaines called Weights and Dates. I can't see a downside to the two of us doing a regular show. I have no idea when we could do that. Our schedules are going to have to align because I'm now on the air 7 days a week, whether it's, for the public or private, but we got to get something together, man. We got to do like a weekly, bi-weekly show. We got to do something, man.
I'm shooting for the stars over here, trying to get on the red pill Mount Rushmore like you are.
Oh, so stop it. There you go. Yeah, the red pill Mount Rushmore. It's listen, man, I'm actually gonna make a prediction here, dude. And a lot of people are not gonna like this, but I think within 2 years' time, I think the manosphere is going to be no more. I think there are going to be so many splinters and fissures and dichotomies. And the reason I say this is because the manosphere, John, it's cannibalizing itself. Mm-hmm. I remember the good old days, the early good old days where 99.9% of our detractors were angry feminist trolls. But now we've got guys like MGTOW Dictionary. There's some chucklehead named Southern Israelite who does nothing but make video. Like, dude, like the guy called my show called himself Drake, and I just absolutely fucking lost my mind. He goes and makes a video. Donovan Sharpe loses his mind. It's like, I think the guy wants to be my girlfriend. Like, that's what kind of obsession there is. But but all jokes aside, man, most of our haters, John, are men. It didn't used to be that. And for that, and listen, a lot of the haters are fellow content creators. For whatever reason, we've always been sort of a decentralized structure, right? You've got the red pill guys, the MGTOWs, the red pill philosophers, but it has really, really devolved. And I would actually submit this to you, other than just the demise of the manosphere, is the manosphere has now gone the way of red pill Reddit. Red pill Reddit has completely devolved into just nothing but angry crybabies who talk about men who live better lives than they do. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I'm not part of the manosphere. I never have been part of the manosphere. Quite frankly, how you and I became like buddies and then how this all evolved was literally nothing but pure luck. And listen, not pure luck, right? Listen, obviously you're a skilled content creator. And for those of you, John's doesn't even have 10,000 subscribers. Like, newsflash, man. YouTube subscribers is clearly not the end all be all to someone's success. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Shout out to Bulldog Mindset with the $20 super chat. Says, go get Body Language Mastery, ridiculous value, truer words never spoken. John, you got to text me, man. I got to fly you out here so we can do a show together. But yeah, man, like, it's just, I just don't like, why do you think there's so much in-house hate? Why do you think that most of our detractors are men? And do you think the manosphere is going to sort of crumble in a couple of years? Because I think it is. I think there's Okay. I think guys like you and I, we get a lot of hate because we're very vocal about our experiences, and our experiences are like, as soon as I hear you talk, I'm like, this guy gets it.
Yeah.
And some of our experiences are very outlandish, and so outlandish to this fact that guys who are inexperienced, they just believe that we're liars, and
Right.
that like that's
Right.
not possible at all, right?
Right.
And so, do I think the manosphere will be crumbled in 2 years? I hope so, but I'm not part of it. I'm part of the hot dudosphere. I'm creating my own creating my own little bubble. And the thing is this, my business philosophy has always been this. It's the same as Amazon, and it's exactly why Amazon is exactly where it is. Undersell and over deliver.
Yes. Yep.
Undersell and over deliver. And I give my life to these guys in the coaching webinars that I've been doing this entire year. Everybody's laid off, beer bug, whatever. I have been working so hard this entire year, and I've changed so many lives. And this is not like, oh, pat Billy on the back, you did a great job. Like, guys, I've been coaching this guy in France, and because of the confidence he got through body language mastery in Q2, and then he joined Salt, and he just kept on going with the courses. He actually landed a 20,000 euro contract in the middle of all this stuff.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. There you go.
Ubisoft, the French.
Yes. Oh, wow. Whoa. Isn't that like a video game? Because I know I see the logo in my head.
Assassin's Creed.
Wow. Look at that shit, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
You're kidding me, man. Okay. Good.
So, I mean, look, the thing is this, like, I'm happy to be, I was kind of put in the manosphere, but I was always doing my own thing. And then we just kind of organically, with the Red Man Group and then Rule Zero. And now I have my own little thing, Dude Party. And I just like, my number one thing is just to tell guys, like, you're not a freak. You're not wrong for wanting to have sex with a lot of girls. You're not wrong for wanting to have a girlfriend. You're not wrong for wanting to make money. And these things are all totally possible in 2020, but like in America or the Western culture, where like men are basically second-class citizens these days.
Literally second-class citizens, my friend.
And so I just let these guys know, like, listen, you're a man. You already won. You don't realize it. Like, could you imagine having to sit down to pee and bleed every month? Like, no, no, thank you. At the end of the day, like, I have my dignity as a man, and men are the creators and sustainers of society. And if you're a man, you have what it takes because you're a fucking man, period.
Right. Yeah. No, listen, I totally agree. I have no choice. I'm in the manosphere because, of course, I started out writing for Return of Kings, which is one of the foremost websites in manosphere history.
Yes.
That was, dude, back in 2000, 14 and 15, those were the glory years. That is when things were at an all-time high. This is when people like Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn and Gamergate and all the rest of that, that's what really sort of gave us, that's what kind of showed the world, hey, man, like feminism ain't working, and we're going to talk about why it's not working. Well, men have processed that information, and they've actually, a lot of men have made the choice, okay, I want to be successful, or I'm admitting that I want to be successful with women. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to do what it takes. Most people, John, don't admit that they want to be successful with women. They want us to believe, I want nothing to do with women and this and that and the other, yet they still watch our content. These are the guys who do nothing but bitch and moan. And again, we all go through the black pill phase. It's called the anger phase.
Yeah.
But I think what a lot of guys don't realize, especially those who have made it out, is that most guys don't make it out of the anger phase.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, the thing is, like, people don't see what you and I do behind the scenes in regards to how hard you work and how hard I work. Like, people just think like, oh, he just puts on a cap and some glasses and just talks and that's it. Like, there are hours and thousands of dollars that are being spent to put on this production on a daily basis. Like, I live stream like basically 6 or 7 days a week consistently.
Yep.
And that's what I tell these guys. Like, I wasn't born in a privileged household. My mother is a Trinidadian immigrant. She came here 19 years old, got pregnant by my dad, and then he left her. And my dad died, like, when he abandoned us, and then he passed away. And we grew up in abject poverty.
Yeah.
And I had to literally claw my way out of poverty. So when I hear a guy comes from like a middle class family and he's like, oh, but I'm kind of sad. And I'm just like, dude, look, you're a man. Like, if you're a woman, I'd be like, okay, I understand, because you're a woman. But
sure.
like,
miserable.
Yeah, you're a man. Like, you have what it takes just by being a man. So, I mean, there's no excuse in 2020, like, especially, dude, 2020 in America, if you're broke and fat in 2020 in America, like, it's harsh to say this, but it's 1,000% your fault as a man. And you need to take accountability. You need to take accountability.
This is why I don't give homeless people money.
No, fuck no.
Listen, man, like, oh my, like, dude, I remember I was dating this fucking one girl, and I remember and this fucking homeless people all over Vegas. And the guy was polite. He's like, hey, sir, would you have any change? I was like, no. I was just, she's like, we didn't have to talk to him like that. I told her almost exactly what you said. I said, Amanda, I think her name was Amanda. It was Amanda. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the fucking name is. But I was like, yo, look, like, there is no excuse for you to be homeless in what was it, 2014. I said, dude, we live in the United States of America. There's more opportunity here than anywhere else in the world. If anyone, man or woman, with all of the opportunities just to live a basic life ends up homeless, that is a you problem. Dude, we have government programs that gives you free room, housing, education, healthcare, etc. Now, obviously, there are certain stipulations to that, but there are nonprofit programs out there to help people from living in abject poverty. Yet the streets of Vegas are lined with fucking homeless people. That is a you problem. There's no fucking excuse to be homeless in this day and age. So we bring it to today. There's no excuse for men to be miserable. I understand you might think you have a mental illness. I understand you might think you're depressed, but you want to know something? If you didn't grow up in a foster system, if your parents weren't abusive, if you weren't sexually molested, if you don't have some sort of deep psychological hangups, and let's face it, a lot of people do, but the vast majority of men do not, then at this point, you're making a choice. You're making a choice to be an ain't shit dude. And you know what, man? If that's what you want to do, that's fine, because being an ain't shit dude is easy. It comes at a price, but it's very easy to be just a lump of shit and do nothing with your life. But by the same token, don't come around here making fun of us because we actually admit that we like to chase women, that we actually admit that we want to be successful with and be in relationships with women. If you want to be stuck in the anger phase, that's cool. I'm not going to bother you guys. But oh God, I almost said a bad word. But these guys are always, they're always coming over here talking shit about us. I'm like, look, man, be fucking miserable. Like be a loser by yourself, right? Yeah. The fact that they're always over here talking shit means that they are fucking miserable. And they want it. I'll say one more thing, and this will lead right into body language mastery. A lot of people ask, John, you shouldn't charge what you charge for body language mastery. Donovan, I can't believe you're fleecing people with Womanese 101 and Womanese Volume 2. You want to know why these people have a problem with us charging for our experience? It's because they want that information, John. And you want to know why I know they want that information? They're not talking shit about Emeril Lagasse, who's selling his chicken steamer, right? They're not all over Rachel Ray for selling cookbooks. They're not all over Martha Stewart for selling a course on how to decorate your home, right? You want to know why they don't make fun of those? You want to know why they don't bag on those people making money? They don't want that fucking information. They do not want that information. No, they want the information that we put out, and they want it for fucking, they want it for fucking free. I got news for you. Nobody works for free, man. Nobody works for free. I am spending upwards of $40,000 on Womanese Volume 3. I am flying out 3 models. I'm flying out a professional cameraman. I'm flying out a driver, and I got a makeup girl. Those people don't work for free. Yep. Those people do not work for free. I was fortunate enough to have a lifetime of experience in the ultimate adult playground, also known as Las Vegas, Nevada. I made it out of there with my freedom, my sanity, and allegedly no children. Okay. That's how that goes. I went to the school of the hard knocks as far as PUA and picking up girls are concerned.
Yep.
I have hundreds of episodes for free on YouTube. Now, as we all know, YouTube is the biggest and the baddest. I've had channels taken down, right? I've had community strikes. And so because of the guidelines, I have to keep most of my stuff behind lock and key. I have to put it behind a paywall. So what these guys fail to understand is that anytime I try to put out really, really good, hard-hitting, life-changing content, it's always reported. I lost my SoundCloud account. I had that account since 2016. Just completely took it down, right? I lost Vimeo twice, right? I've had 2.5 YouTube channels taken down. This was almost number 3. Now, I'm not taking any more chances. Guys. The only content that I'm making available is the content that you have to pay for. That's it. This is not how I wanted it. Listen, I tried everything to circumvent and to get the content out there. But guess what? It's not only feminists that caused the meltdown. It's other guys flagging my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, nobody works for free, John.
Yeah, and that's I mean, I'll give you guys a free economics lesson right now. We don't determine the value of our content. We just put out the content and then the audience determines the value. Because we're not going to people's house knocking on the door with a double barrel shotgun like, hey, give me your credit card.
No, we're not putting a gun to your head. We put it out, you either buy it or you don't.
Yep. And people actually are telling us that they want this stuff. They're the ones. So that's just how the free market works. And that's the beauty of America. And you know what? Like at the end of the day, like I wear my shirt, no bad days over here, bro. Not these days. No bad days. Every day is a good day. And
life is good. Life is good. But at the end of the day, I take tremendous pride in knowing that I am making real change in men's lives. Yes. Like that's where, do not get me wrong. The money is great. I mean, let's not parse our words here, but I didn't come into this trying to make a bunch of money. Like that wasn't the intent. I still take tremendous pride in knowing that I am making a real impact in men's lives. And these people tell me that they appreciate what I do with their hard-earned money. Yeah. That's how it goes. Just like John said, that's the free market, man. That's the free market. The more valuable the information you have, the more people are willing to pay, man. That's what it comes down to. Danny Arnold says, I'm not worried about the manosphere dying out. Those haters Donovan mentioned are a non-factor. Donovan, John, Coach Greg Adams, and a whole bunch of others are the real sauce, aren't going anywhere. I appreciate that.
Sir.
Ralph J. Mateer says, Donovan, do you think if men were better communicators, authentic and honest with their intentions, women would engage in less manipulative head games? No.
It's like saying, if I have a dog and I'm really nice to it, will he not shit on the floor sometimes?
Listen, and again, this is where I was here at one point, right? I'm not trying to make fun of Raphael. Like I understand in theory, that's the way it should be. But when men are, and there's so many other mitigating factors involved, but men who are good communicators, they are authentic and honest with women. It doesn't matter. Women are going to engage in manipulative head games all the time. It doesn't matter how upfront you are with your intentions. This is why we tell you guys, make money, make muscles, learn game. Because if you make money, make muscles, and learn game, guess what? At that point, women are going to be less apt to engage in less manipulative head games. Matter of fact, they'll try to manipulate you for the bag, right? They're trying to be your girl. They're trying to baby trap you. They're trying to be up under you. Mm-hmm. Very good question. Very good question, Raphael. The answer is 100% and emphatic no. Janik L'Italian with the 25 Hong Kong dollars says, I love living in Hong Kong for that specific reason. There is no social net, no nanny state. If I mess up, it is 100% my fault and I need to own it. Do you see? Yeah. And then he says, let me please simplify. You're taking the risk, you get the reward. Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. I guess in terms of the money thing. And like John said, nobody is holding a gun to anybody's head. This is the free market, man. I have a skill that is monetizable, so I'm going to monetize it. And the guys who quote unquote bag on us for having the audacity to make a living based on what we know, what we've experienced, would absolutely positively do that if they could. Absolutely positively they could. Before we get to the first module and the introduction of body language mastery. Lamont Adair says, why do men put women ahead of following their own purpose? Yep. I know niggas that just chase pussy and live in their mom's basement. Because these men don't realize that pussy is merely a side effect of kicking life ass. It is merely a perk. Don't get me wrong, man. Most of us found the red pill unplugged from the matrix because of a woman or women. It is a man's natural genetic inclination to want to have sex with beautiful women. Guys figured it out.
Yep. I want to give a quick shout out to Kenton and then Nathan, who just back-to-back signed up for body language mastery. So, I mean, looks like, since we've just opened, like I said, a few hours ago, we've already have over 20 people signed up. And just so you guys know, we're doing this today on the first day of the launch for your guys' benefit, because the course enrollment will close on September 28th at midnight. And the reason is because starting October 1st, not only do you get all these modules that we're going to show you, but the complete thing is you're going to get access to daily live Zoom webinar Q&A sessions with me, Donovan. The entire squad is coming through, and they are done twice a day for 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, man.
15 business days. They start October 1st and they finish October 21st. You get in there, and 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we start, and then 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the same day, we start again. So a minimum of 4 hours per day. Don, actually, I was gonna say, can we play my commercial? Are you okay with that?
Which one?
The most recent one, the one that's on my channel, this quarter.
Oh, are you talking about the Fight Club one?
Oh yeah, that was it.
Okay, yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
I have it ready if you want to. I can just send you the link.
Yeah, or send me the link and we'll play the commercial, man. Yeah, dude, the commercial was great.
Yeah. And that's what, just so you guys know, like a big part of this is it's not like a little game. Like this is a real network it's in the private chat, Don. This is a real network of real men, like very successful men. Like Donovan and myself are in, we're definitely in the top 20% of financial earners in America. Let's just say that. And you get to pick our brains on our work ethic. You get to pick our brains on what we believe in finances, in regards to managing finances, discipline, work ethic, mindset. Another thing is like extreme attention to your health, because Donovan and I play, when you work as hard as us, you have to take a good care of yourself. And,
dude, my fucking, my magic fucking mouse pad is acting up.
Okay. I'll just keep running my mouth.
We're good. What do you the link? It's just acting funny. I haven't restarted my computer in forever, so that's probably what it is. Jesus fucking Christ! All right, let me go ahead and pull this thing up. Pretty nice. Yeah, it's acting fucking funny. Like it's going way too fast. It's jumping all over the motherfucker. But first world problems, right? What are you gonna do? All right, let me. All right. We got it on full screen. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. So I'm gonna come back here. I apologize, guys, but my computer is just acting fucking funny. My mouse is really jumping around. It's almost like somebody has control over my mouse. Maybe I've been hacked. But yeah, something is clearly wrong with the mouse. Okay, so without further ado, here is the introduction to body language mastery. Here we go.
Gentlemen, welcome to Body Language Mastery. First rule of body language mastery is you do not talk about body language mastery. Second rule of body language mastery is you do not talk about body language mastery. Third rule, someone has a question about money, muscles, game. We'll answer it until it is over. Fourth rule, only 2 generals to a question, guys. Fifth rule, 1 question at a time, fellas. Sixth rule, no egos, no insults. We're here to help. Seventh rule, Webinars will go on as long as they have to. And the 8th and final rule of body language mastery. If this is your first time in body language mastery, your life is going to change.
Guy who came to body language mastery for the first time, his ass was a wad of cookie dough. After a few weeks, he was carved out of wood.
Very nice. Very, very nice. I am having trouble with my trackpad. I don't know what the fuck is going on. For whatever reason, my fucking mouse is not.
You're about to play some Charisma on Command.
Almost all of our decisions about love relationships have been set by Hollywood. The problem is that these movies are putting absurd ideas into our minds about what love really looks like, which can lead to some boneheaded decision-making, maybe even ruining what could have been a great relationship. So in this video, we're going to look at 8 ways that...
Hang on, guys. Just give me a second. I don't know what the fuck is happening here, but this is really, really pissing me the fuck off.
Friends, family, and Instagram quotes. And I share it in the hopes that it
I don't know what the
improves
fuck is
quality
wrong with
of
my
your
goddamn
relationships,
mouse pad,
even
man.
though a major theme is that I'm trying to take you off of love's roller coaster, which actually brings us to the first point in the title of the video.
Dude, I'm getting ready to fucking smash this goddamn thing.
Is it just got disconnected?
Nah, man, it's just
nature of Hollywood romance. You can think about it from
fucking $15,000 for this goddamn computer, and
lives at the extremes. For instance, the Beast is awful to Belle.
I have no idea what the
and
fuck
then they
this
have
is.
Their beautiful dance. Then they have to fight for love, and finally they are reunited. In the
This is fucking
Noah
bullshit.
and
Oh,
Ally
now
are
I'm
head
fucking
over
connected.
heels in
Jesus
love, then
fucking
painfully
Christ.
separated, then reunited
Hey,
with...
quit all that.
There you go.
All right. Okay. Well, it seems to be working. It seems to be working fine now. Apologies, everyone. But you guys just got a little tape. Listen, this is what happened.
I'm laughing at the chat. The King Life says, when you have to get jumped to get into body language mastery.
That's funny. Get jumped.
Oh man.
Now, John, talk a little bit about why that. Listen, that was an awesome commercial. To be sure. Why did you want to characterize it like that? Why did you take that theme?
Because like this is the modern day Fight Club. We're digitally connected, and then we meet up in real life. And like look, I understand that on the surface level, everyone wants to get laid, and we cover that and get that sorted out really quickly. Okay, obviously, some other guys are going to have a little bit more trouble if you're obese or you're in a very bad place financially. It's going to take some time to get you up, but we have employment people ready to give you a job, whether you need to get into the trades, welding, truck driving. We have connections, and we're getting people employed. Okay.
Wow.
We have people. Yeah, this is not a joke. We are getting people employed. Like the $20,000 contract I'm talking about in France. We got guys. We got guys getting jobs in America. We have the total connection. Like, you're going to have to get your hands dirty, but I would rather work hard than be poor. So we have that. We have fitness guys. Obviously, Myron Gaines, a lot of people don't seem to know that when I did body language mastery in the first quarter ever, Myron Gaines was in there. And as he joined and continued to participate, we came up with his marketing persona for the fitness thing. And I coached Myron Gaines. A lot of people don't realize that. That's why he pays homage to me in a lot of his YouTube videos. He's always like saying, shout out to John from Modern Life Dating. I taught Myron a lot about digital marketing, YouTube presence, how to properly play the YouTube algorithm. And that's why he's been having this exponential growth. So it's not just a feel-good kind of thing. Like, you're going to get results with money, muscles, and women if you show up to the webinars, ask good questions, and follow through with the advice. But a lot of people...
Myron Gaines here with a new and interesting topic.
Damn it.
Why
dude, what
you
the,
need to make
dude,
women
my
expendable.
fucking... Dude, my computer has gone absolutely fucking crazy. My bad, John. Please continue.
You're golden. No, so that's what we're saying. Like, the community of people that are in this course are real men having real success in real life. It's not like child's game, but that's why the first rule of body language mastery is we don't talk about body language mastery. And then the second rule is we do not talk about body language mastery. The Hot Dude Army is a global network. and the Hot Dude Army is everywhere. And the guys who join us, there's kind of a reason I kind of have these ridiculous names and stuff for my brand and everything, because the SGWs, they're lazy, and they won't look deeper, and they won't find out what we're doing, and we're not doing anything malicious. We're just empowering men, which is a friggin' felony in America apparently. So and men are thirsty. Men are thirsty in a good way, thirsty for knowledge, thirsty for truth, thirsty for financial gain, and we are there providing everybody with answers to their questions on a daily basis.
Good shit. Moosey PM, for whatever reason, listen, I appreciate this guy or girl being a member, but every time I have an issue, this son of a bitch is always talking shit about Apple. That's why I'm not big on Apple. They don't spend enough money on quality parts. It's all good. Let me let you in on a little secret here, Moosey PM. I don't know if someone worked for Apple, screwed you over, or you simply do not have the money for Mac products. Mac products are the best. They are the best. This is why, dude, Apple is number fucking one, dude. Like, let's not, listen, don't get me wrong. You're going to have glitches all the time. It's a fucking mouse pad, dude. Right? Yeah. Like, I didn't like the computer that I have, there's only 100,000 available to the public. Okay. Pixar makes movies with this computer. Obviously, they have the beefed out version. So don't tell me that they don't spend enough money on parts. How much since you seem to know, how much exactly does Apple spend on parts? I can tell you this, it's more than fucking Microsoft, right? Like, dude, people have MacBook computers from like 1996, right? Like, come on, man. Like, I'm so like, I understand if you have a rage against Apple, that's whatever. And I'm not going to be the Mr. fucking Apple spokesperson, but Apple makes superior products. And I'm just so sick and tired of people talking about Apple is this. No, listen, if you can't afford it, it's all good, man. I used to hate Apple too when I didn't have the money for it. But as soon as I got my hands on that first Apple product, I said, okay, yeah, that's what's up. Apple products are durable and they're the fucking best. This is why people pay good money for them. You know nothing about what Apple spends on parts. So please, miss me with this is why I don't fuck with Apple. Let's just be honest with each other. It's just a fucking mouse pad and everything seems to be working quite well. Enough. Okay, so let us go to, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to watch the first module. This is one of my favorite modules, the seductive feeding. Shout out to Zengi Blade, who just signed up for the course. Hopefully you didn't give out his real name.
I don't know. It's either Nathan or Kenton if it was him, but not. I won't say his full name.
You said it again, dude.
I didn't say his full name.
So this one is seductive feeding. This is one of the best modules out there because a lot of guys don't know what seductive feeding is or what kind of body language is involved. So here we go. Oh, damn. I wanted to pause it on the head. Hold up.
Seductive feeding. Now, here you can see Arisa is being attempted to be fed, but she actually rejects the gesture and takes the food from me and just does it herself. So when a woman doesn't really want you to feed her, that means that quite honestly, she's not that sexually interested into you. Now here, again, she does with a little sway, like, oh, sorry, I'm not that interested. This is usually done with popcorn or fondue, strawberries, whatever. Fondue. But here, as you can see, she takes the bite here. Now that is a positive indicator that she is submitting herself to you. And this is a little thing that I like to know, that if we're cooking food at my house, drinking a little wine or something along those lines, if she is willing to accept the food that I feed her, whether it be, pasta on a fork or whatever, she is open to things getting a little more sexual. If you don't believe me, try it out for yourself and she'll submit to you just like this.
Very nice. And listen, Arisa she's the hot one, right?
That's the one you like. You've been touching on her.
I'm not really attracted to like Japanese or Asian girls, but dude, I would absolutely smash that chick into submission.
She's all over Japanese TV. She's a real model. This is not like kids shit. She's a beautiful woman. And she's 34. She is stunning.
Wow, she looks good for 34.
Yeah, she is stunning.
I mean, I wouldn't commit to her, but I'd definitely smash.
I shot my shot. She rejected me. It was all good.
Yeah, listen, part of the game. I'll tell you what, though. in one of the modules, you can see that she is clearly turned on by the male model.
Yeah, Jacob.
And he's like, she likes me. Explain to my audience why seductive feeding is something of a lost art with men and women relating to each other.
Well, to be quite frank, it is a form of submission. That's what it is. She is submitting herself to receive the food in her mouth, right? She's submitting herself. And that submission is a precursor to sex, because if a woman does not submit to you during sex, then you have rape. And we're not we're not doing that. But this is, kind of like you get the yes ladder in sales. You get them say yes once, and you say yes twice, and then they say yes, and then and the end for the sales. Same thing with her. You want her to say yes with her actions, yes with her body, yes with her feelings. And then eventually when you make the move to have sex, you have all these kind of prerequisite boxes checked that really just pave the way to have sex with a girl easily, or pave the way for you to get the hell out of there and go find a girl that is willing to have sex with you, because this is a way for you to save time. Because a lot of guys are just, let's be honest, a lot of guys are just clueless.
Sure.
And when you are aware of female body language, this is such a superpower. You want to talk about red pills? I'll tell you this to you guys. If you study this course, just know, real talk, there's no going back. You cannot unsee this stuff.
No, you can't.
This stuff is permanently in you. And you get a little bit of information overload with the first couple of months of studying body language. But there's a reason why the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, the CIA, the Navy SEALs, all these people study body language. This is not a joke. This is real. I have just taken this information and tailored it to the dating marketplace.
Okay, good stuff. Danny Arnold he disagrees a little bit. He says, my favorite is the first girl. I don't know why, but there's something about her that is super attractive to me. Yeah, like, it's funny. This is actually split down the middle between Judy and Arisa.
Yep.
I'm team Arisa. Most guys, or some guys are team. I mean, listen,
I'm team Judy. I'm team Judy. Judy, she's 22.
Right. Well, I guess that I don't. Yeah. Listen, I guess that if I didn't know how old they were, I suppose. But I mean, I'm not seeing them. To me, I don't know. It just has. And listen, we all have a type, right? They're both.
Yeah. It's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. I got your strokes right here, buddy. So the next module we are going to watch is the one that I referred to, where Arisa is clearly turned on by young, tall, good-looking Jacob. Let's take a look.
All right, here we have mate grooming. Take a look at what Arisa is doing here as Jacob is talking to her. She may have noticed that there's some kind of lint on him, and she actually does the ultimate risk move. She actually moves to penetrate his bubble. Now, a woman will do this when she actually likes you, and she really wants to make sure that you look as good as possible. She may take some lint off of you. She may adjust your collar. She may wipe some, lipstick off of your cheek after she's kissed you. But know that anytime a woman penetrates your bubble and grooms you in a way to make you look better, this is her tapping into her inner female nature that she wants to nurture and take care of you on some level. This is a great indicator, and personally, I love it.
I think the most important thing to understand about mate grooming is that it happens involuntarily, John. You could be out on a first date. You could be out on a second date. I mean, it doesn't matter. When women mate groom you, when they fix your collar, when they wipe off lint, if they're messing with your face, making sure you're all premed and primped, that's something they do involuntarily. Girls only do this for guys they are turned on by.
Yep. Yeah, this happens. This happens all the time. When a woman is, interested in you, they kind of like become enamored in you, and they want to start taking care of you. This is why when you get a girl who's interested in you, she's like, I want to massage you. I want to scratch your head. I want to cook for you. I want to clean. Right. This is just little, like I said, these are just little precursors that can lead the way to, I mean, quite frankly, I only keep girls around who are domesticated. Like
Yep.
if you know how to cook, you know how to clean, you know how to iron well, you're not going to burn my clothing. My clothing is expensive. I can't have you burning my stuff. You know how to do laundry well. You know how to clean the kitchen really well. That's the only kind of girls. I only date domesticated girls. Girls who don't have those skills, like I will sleep with them. But if you want to stay on team hot dude, like you got to put in some work. And I think that this is just, like I said, it shows you that a girl is, you know, you want to be with a girl long term who's a giver. You know, like we told a story about Devin. She liked you, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll pay first class. Let's go to Hawaii." She paid for everything. You know, you got to date women who are givers, and this is like, this just lets you know that she is at the beginning stages of attraction and kind of taking care of you. And it's quite frankly, it's very nice to be with a chick who likes to take care of you. And like I said, when I see these signs, I just know, like, you know, I'm pretty much in there. I basically, like, I do like that Chris Rock bit, like, you know, just don't say something to fuck it up.
Yeah, listen, man. That's one of the to me, that is something very attractive that women do. When a woman takes care of you, when, like I said, when she fixes your collar, if there's something on your, whatever the case may be, if she's primping and preening you to make sure, if there's something in your eye, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. Now, on the other hand, guys can actually do kind of the same thing. They can do the same thing in a different way. Now, I always used to do it just to sort of burst the bubble. Burst the physicality bubble. Man, dude, I'm so rusty in the game, man. I've been in the game in years. But what I used to do is there's something in your, I didn't even say it. I just reach up and grab something. Like, just pretend that there's something on her eyelash or something on her cheek or something in her hair or something on her neck if I was feeling a little bit more risky at that point. If a girl allows you to penetrate her personal bubble, chances are she's probably extremely attracted to you. Otherwise, she'll kind of move away. Now, I've tried to penetrate the bubble. She didn't let me do it at first, but then later on in the evening, I tried it again and she let me. So you have to understand, you don't want to go for the kill. You don't want to go for the kill all at once, but you have to be able to read those signs. You have to be able to read that body language. Okay, I'm going to penetrate. You can't go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. Girls, because listen, guys like John and I, we don't look like guys like Jacob, right? Guys like Jacob, dude, my friend Josh in Atlanta, he can penetrate a girl's fucking personal bubble within the first 10 minutes because he's tall and he's hot. That's just how it is. But John and I, we are below average looking dudes with far above average game. And we understand that we have to sort of take things at a slow boil. You can't cook the lobster all at once. You have to put it in water and turn it up and let it boil slowly. Understanding when to do these things is very key, and this goes for girls too.
And then shout out to Thomas E. He just signed up using your affiliate link. So just 6 minutes ago, awesome. He is in the course. Make sure you join the Telegram group and say what's up. We're in there. We're all live right now. The group is live and going.
Good stuff. Janik, another 25 Hong Kong dollars, says, for some reason, I can't send this as a super chat, but my question hopefully follows below, and it looks like it did. Says John, throwing this one at you for the sake of curiosity. I teach martial arts here and do security besides chicks. Is there any content and body language mastery that can be applied to general human behavior? Very good question.
Yes, absolutely. Because what body language mastery teaches you is how to perceive human comfort.
Okay.
How to perceive human comfort. So if you are in a situation where you're dealing with people, for example, in your situation, you need to do some sales to get people to sign up for your lessons. You can understand when somebody is blocking you off and when they are actually being receptive to what you're saying. And once they're receptive to what you're saying, then you can move from there to the translation of asking for the sale. So once you see the comfort, because comfort means, they're listening, and then you build trust, and I'm hoping you run a business with integrity. And then after you have that, make the pitch and you're good to go.
Excellent. And he also says, do get in touch if you're ever in Hong Kong. I can vouch for him. Janik's a good guy. He's a good dude. red pill to the fucking core. Thank you very much, Tom E, for signing up using my affiliate link. We're going to go to the last module here. My mouse is jumping around, but I think I can, I'm just going to have to restart my computer after the show. Danny Arnold says, guys like Jacob are Asian shads. That's actually quite funny. I remember one time we had a, I forgot what show I did, but we were doing, it might have actually been the Red Man group. And we were talking about foreign shads, like a Canadian shad would be, I don't know, Jacques. An Asian shad would be, I don't know, Hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was actually quite funny. I have a very creative audience in that way. Okay, so here we go with the last and final module. Phallic gestures. Caution, there's nothing phallic in this particular video, though it could be kind of construed as such. Here we go.
All right, this is a long one, but this is probably one of the most valuable modules in the entire course. What we're seeing here is called a phallic gesture. Now, phallus is the Greek word for penis, and what she's actually doing right now, she is showing her subconscious sexual attraction to you on the date. If you see,
I like the scratching, the record scratching in the background. That's very, very cool.
This is 1000% a green light to know that she is attracted in you. Now, this can be done with a variety of other glasses. Here we just have like a kind of standard Collins glass, if you will. And again, just it's slow, it's rhythmic. She probably won't even consciously realize that she's doing it, but this is seen time and time again by myself and other members in Body Language Mastery 1.0. This was confirmed as a global body language from women of all ages, races, and languages as well. Now, if she has a wine glass, this is how she would be doing.
BK from the Rockies is paying attention. He says, "Oh, you modified it. I was looking for the wine glass. Here we go. Very good, BK. Very good."
Yeah, she would.
Hey, man, listen. This is why we know we're changing dudes' lives, man. Because guys remember the stuff that we say. It's great. I love it, man.
Usually hold the base.
Danny Arnold says, ""Japanese Chad Ichiro." Okay, here we go. Keep them coming.
With one hand, and then begin the
Russian Chad, Alexei.
Sort of rhythmic sexual stroking of the stem that will let you know that she is feeling sexual. And typically, the more a woman drinks, the more kind of transparent she becomes with her body language. So as she drinks more, you might notice the frequency of these body language gestures, especially these phallic gestures, come to light. Here you can see she's kind of penetrating the top of the drink with the straw as if this was kind of a sexual penetration act. This too is a huge indicator in female body language, letting you know that whatever you're doing on the date, whatever you showed up, whatever you said, it's working and she is liking you. There is also another variation of this when she would just stroke the straw here up and down, up and down. At other times, she may even put the straw in her mouth and lick some whipped cream or coffee off the straw while maintaining eye contact with you.
Oh, Jesus.
If that's the case, you should know that you have it.
If she licks whipped cream off the straw while looking at you, close your tab and get her in the Uber.
You hit it raw tonight.
Right. Done deal.
The bag. Of course, that's a very extreme situation. Most likely, it's going to be more of a subtle body language gesture like this one here. The stroking of the straw. She may stroke it with the front or the back. Just know that when you are seeing these gestures, she is having a wild sexual fantasy in her mind, whether it be subconscious or consciously, if not both. The final two phallic gestures are here. Now we're going back to the Collins glass here. As you can see, Arisa is slowly but methodically running her fingers around the tip of the rim of the glass. This is her imagining something sexual, whether it be her touching the tip of your penis or touching other parts of your body, her mind is racing, and this is channeling itself through her body language out into the real world. This is a huge indicator that she is very, very sexually interested in you. And at that moment, whatever you're doing is doing very, very well. And now here you can see her doing it with the wine glass. Again, this is so common if a woman is sexually interested in you. It's also a sign of comfort. She's kind of just letting her guard down and kind of playing with the objects in front of her. She's having a good time. She's being properly seduced, and she's enjoying your company. So when you see these gestures, know that it might be time to call for the check and your nearest Uber.
There it is. See, I called it.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting thing you said is that she's having a good time and she's enjoying being seduced. And I think that's what a lot of guys who are in the game don't realize. Girls love being seduced. They love it when guys escalate with them sexually, right? They love it when I want to call it game, because then if you call it game, then of course it makes her look like a slut. But girls love that coquettish game of tug of war. Do I like him? Does he like me? Am I going to fuck this guy? Is he going to try to fuck me? Girls love that mystery. And I think that a lot of guys go into this stuff not understanding that girls like to play the game too. We as men, we love the thrill of the chase. On the other hand, women love to be chased.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is this too. One thing I've been noticing lately, in sales, we talk about somebody that's so easy. We say, oh, that guy's just a lay down. You know,
right. Yeah.
He's just a lay down. He's just going to come give you a credit card and it's game over. Right.
Right.
Most guys in the dating game today are lay downs for girls. No challenge. No challenge. The girls want to seduce. They want to try to fight and earn the guy earn the guy's attention, right? But a lot of guys just like immediately, like here's what the typical American girl goes through these days: show up and wait to get validated. That's all it is.
That's about it.
Seriously, like they just show up and wait to get validated. And when you're a guy like me who like looks at her and like, so you have any skills or like what are you good for besides being hot? Because hot girls are everywhere.
Are you literate? Are you read and write? Like, what's going on here with you?
Can you spell? What did you get on the LSAT?
Yeah, right. Right. What are your SAT scores? Let's do that.
And shout out to Jatinder. He just signed up with for Body Language Mastery as well. So it's looking good. But yeah, like I said, girls, if you give them the opportunity to seduce you, it's more fun for them too. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm always all about always be closing, right? And you close as soon as possible. But at the same time, like girls are frustrated because they speak womanese, right? And they are speaking a different language. And Donovan has the verbal component of that covered in his womanese course. And I have the physical component covered in the Body Language Mastery course.
John, you got to stop talking right there, man. You're about to give something away. I don't think we want to give it away yet. Listen, guys, there are plans in the works to do a crossover course launch. That is definitely coming. That is coming to a theater near you. You better believe it. But please go ahead, continue.
Yep. So what I'm just saying is that like you really want to cross all your T's and dot all your I's, because the thing is this. Donovan is 43. I am 34. Okay. And we mastered the game years ago.
Yeah.
And you don't lose it. Once you're in, you're in. Once you're in this club, you're in. You're not, you're just like the Yakuza. You're always in.
Blood in, blood out, brother.
And that's what I'm saying. You have to do whatever it takes to learn this skill, because Donovan and I are already in the top 20% of men. But by being red-pilled and in the top 20%, now we're in the top 1% of all men on the planet, period.
And you can be here too, guys. Listen, 1% might not sound like a whole lot. And relative to the number of people on Earth, it really isn't. But 1%, that is plenty to go around, guys. A lot of people might say, well, I don't think I can be a 1%er. Yes, you can, man. If everyone in the manosphere, if everyone who was red pill aware made money, made muscles, and learned game, guess what? That 1% now becomes 3%. That's still really not that much. But the point is, there is room for everyone, right? Or I'll put it to you this way. There's not room for everyone, but there's room for everyone who wants to put in the work. You can absolutely live this life, guys. You can kill it. And I'm telling you, man, dude, I was the biggest freaking, my God, you guys know my stories, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, I rented a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house for a chick who was banging her ex-con baby daddy. Like, I was that guy. I went from that to this. If I can do it, I know you guys can do it, man. I'm not just talking shit. Like, this is real, man.
Yeah, and I always, I playfully quote the Bible, but it's so true. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Especially now in 2020, where guys, not only like back, like in the 80s, 90s, and whatnot, even early 2000s, every man kind of had some semblance of masculinity and game, but now guys have anti-game about them, and they don't even realize it. They're actually actively repelling women.
They're absolutely repelling women. This is an interesting question. I actually saw this. This is very, very funny. So Collide Conquer Gaming says, I do this as a guy with a straw. Does that mean I subconsciously want to bang her? Yes, that's exactly what that means. Moosey PM says that's motivational. Yeah, man, we're not just talking shit, guys. Like, this is real. Red Pill Mike says John is right. So many women just go on dates to receive the most basic form of validation. When you push, pull, seduce, they are instantly turned on because most men are ignorant on this subject. That's it. Listen, that is body language mastery 3.0 encapsulated. If you understand this stuff, if you put this stuff into practice, you are putting yourself, at least seduction-wise, into the top 1% of men because, dude, 99% of men, better than 99% of men, have no idea about this stuff.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, no guys are really aware of this. And then also, to top it off, few guys, not only are they unaware of this stuff, but even for the guys that are aware, right? They don't think it's learnable. They think it's just like, you're just born with it. You know what I mean? They just think that this is just, it is what it is. And they kind of just take this defeatist approach from but like I said, I'm telling people again and again and again, like, look at Donovan. If you respect Donovan, you're probably here watching. And Donovan is a testimony to doing the work. I mean, the guy was, right. You weren't overweight, you were obese.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah.
And it takes a lot, man. I'm trying to lose these last 20 pounds and it is hard. You lost like 100+ pounds.
Yeah. 112 pounds, dude. Yeah, man.
Shit. That people don't realize how hard it is to get out of that cycle.
But just like you said, the reason why, and it's funny, I'll actually point this out. At the beginning, John, and I love how Steve the Dean encapsulate this, and I think you take it one step further. He says, just by being born, you're already a winner. You beat out billions of other sperm.
Yep.
You beat out billions of other sperm to the egg, then you beat out millions. You were the sperm that was strong enough to penetrate the egg. So already you're born a winner. Then one of your X chromosomes had a leg drop off in the blessing of what's otherwise known as the Y chromosome. So now you're born a man. I got news for you, people. Most people on this planet are women. I think it's like 55% of people on Earth are women. So again, you're in the top 45% in terms of just overall lifestyle. If you are a man, you have the capabilities to do this. Making the kinds of transformations that John and I make that's not done by women. Okay. Women don't make those kinds of transformations. Are there women out there who have gone from rags to riches? Of course. But those women are few and far between because women, and listen, I'm not trying to bag on women, but women lack the requisite skill, the stick-to-itiveness, the wherewithal, the raw knowledge and desire to change their situation. A woman can only change her situation if she hitches her wagon to a man who can change her situation. That's what they're here for, right? Listen, if a girl goes from rags to riches because she married a rich guy, I'm not hating on her. She said, you know what? I'm as dumb as a box of rocks, but I'm young and I'm hot. So I'm going to try to lock down a high value. Hey, you know what? She did what she had to do. She's smarter than most of these dumb bitches out here who think they can ride the carousel till 35 and still get that high value guy. But women don't have the same skill set that we have. Most weight loss stories that are real weight loss stories are men. We lose more weight. We build more muscle. We build businesses. Making these kinds of turnarounds, it's so much harder for women, if not impossible. I'm not saying that it's easy, but the fact that you were born with a Y chromosome lets everyone here know you have what it takes to change your life. Guys, I'm living proof, man. I'm living, dude. Dude, I wake up every morning and I say to myself, I can't believe that this is my life. I can't believe that this is my life. I can't believe with all of the failure, all of the embarrassment, all of the crazy situations that I've been in, that I'm here right now doing this right now. And now I live a fantastic life. After this, I'm going to do my live stream. After that, I'm going to do cryotherapy. Then I'm going to go bowling. I'm going to Hawaii for a week in October. I'm going to Vegas for a week in November. I'm going down to see my family in North Carolina in December. I plan on taking a luxury cruise at the beginning of the new year. But the only reason I'm able to do that is because I work my ass off. Dude, listen, man, take advantage of your Y chromosome and put it to use. Men, it's funny. I think men have to train themselves to be lazy, John. I think they do. I think we as men naturally want to put in 80 hours a week, 90 hours a week so we can live the lives we live. What are your thoughts on that?
It's like the Pink Floyd song, man. Comfortably numb.
Oh, wow. Very good analogy. Holy shit, man.
It's comfortably numb. Like, you're, I mean, that's the best way to enslave somebody. It's just keeping them comfortably numb, keeping them fat, stupid, but just smart enough. Like George Carlin said in that one stand-up, you want to keep fat, stupid, but just smart enough to push the button to do the work. But don't think, hey, why am I pushing this button? What is this? What is the outcome? Can I have my own button to push? Whatever. Like, it's the tranquilization of society. Because could you imagine if men actually woke up in America?
Oh my God, dude. I think America would collapse, to be honest with you. Like, listen, man, like, we're doing our best to change men's lives, but really, like, if we change too many, and that's why this is never going to happen. This is why the media and YouTube, this is why they stop us from doing what we're doing. Because if every man in America, honestly, John, if every man in America were to wake up and know what the truth is about women, that wouldn't really do anything, at least not yet. Every man in America, if 5%, 10% of men knew what we knew and actively lived the lives that we live, or at least tried, the system would collapse, man. America needs the beta male. The world needs the blue pill. Otherwise, it all crumbles, man. It all goes down.
Absolutely. And, like I said, for the guys who, because look, guys like Donovan and myself will never be mainstream. We'll never be the majority. And we run the underground Cool Kids Club.
That's right.
And people, I mean, I always say this about, the reason why all these black pill channels and the MGTOW channels have so many like massive followings is because it's easier to give up.
Of course. Yeah.
It's easier. We're over here telling you, like, do work, like become a better man, like, suffer.
Put in the work.
And the guys, like, the fact that if you're a man watching this content right now, that already shows you like you're leaps and bounds ahead of society. And the next step is taking action.
There you go. I could not agree more. Moose CPM says I was lazy up until 25. And even then I got my current security job. I didn't want to work full time until I decided to do so. I agree. It is difficult to be a hard worker after being lazy. And here's the thing. I agree. But it's really hard to be lazy after being a hard worker.
Yes.
Like, dude, it's just, I don't know, man. And listen, there's a price to pay for working the hours that I work, man, because it's just like, there are days where I say, okay, I'm not going to do any work today. I'm going to completely relax. I'm not going to open up my laptop. I'm not walking into the studio. John, I can never do it, man. I gotta come in here and do something. That's just at this point, this is just the way I'm made now. So I think what a lot of guys need to understand is that you put in the work. When you put in the work, do that. Listen, 21 days to build a good habit. You will find it virtually impossible to be lazy. And when it is impossible for you to be lazy, that is a beautiful thing, my friend. I'll give you the last word, John.
No, I mean, again, in 2020, you have the world at your fingertips as a man. Okay, because between men and women, you gonna be taking this off of YouTube, Don, in like 5 days?
Well, listen, I'm gonna submit it for monetization. If it doesn't, now this will be up on my Facebook and Twitter page, right? But I'll submit it for monetization. I'm gonna take it down right afterwards because that's one of the ways I'm trying to make sure my YouTube channel doesn't get taken down. Right. But if I get the green dollar sign, and listen, they monetize my Terrence Popp interview. They monetize me. Yeah, they monetized me and Myron's talk about the girl that had a train ran on her face by 7 NBA players. They monetized that, man, and that was some pretty vulgar stuff. So who knows, man? But we might actually have a chance to be able to put this back up on YouTube. But listen, Body Language Mastery is open for 5 days. It usually takes them anywhere between 24 and 36 hours.
Right. So, well, the point I'm trying to say is that, you know, if you're a man and you only believe in 2 genders, you have an advantage. And like I said, all you have to do is consistently make incremental improvements on yourself, and the consistency of your action being taken will compound upon itself. And next thing you know, you're going to wake up and be a completely different man in 5 years. The time is going to pass anyways. What are you going to do? You're just going to keep on dragging your feet, taking the easy route here and there? Or are you going to reach for greatness? And, you know, when you reach for greatness, honestly, you don't have that much competition because most people aren't trying to do it.
No, you're right. You're right. And if most people aren't trying to do it for a reason, because it's not easy. But you have to understand, guys, nothing worth doing is ever easy. So John, tell the people what they can expect when they sign up for Body Language Mastery. What does it include?
So I have an image right here that I'll just show you guys on the screen.
Okay.
What it is you get, let me just get this thing sorted out.
You can share your screen. I can share it up here for you.
Okay. Here it is. Okay, I'll just share it. So, yeah, you take a look at that right there. Can you see that?
Yep, sure can.
Okay, so you get the full video course, which is a head-to-toe breakdown of female body language. You get my original course, Body Language Mastery 1.0, and you get my course, Body Language Mastery 2.0. You get 2 courses for the price of 1. You get a private Telegram chat, and this gives you private coaching with direct access to me for the rest of the year. So until 2021. The creme de la creme is right here. You get 3 weeks of 2-hour-long webinars in the morning.
That's the real value, John.
Absolutely.
Value, dude.
You get AM and the PM where we talk about money, muscles, game. You get to come talk to me, Myron Gaines, Donovan Sharpe, Rollo Tomasi. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of the men who come in there. And you get to pick the brains of men who are better than you, quite frankly. And they will bring you up to their level. In addition to that, in quarter 4, when we have this 3-week session again for Body Language Mastery quarter 4 enrollment, you get into that 3 weeks 100% for free.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yep. You get access to the private Facebook group, and what's also not on here is every webinar is recorded, so you'll have access to every webinar in Body Language Mastery history. So you'll get in and watch over 150 hours of hardcore red pill truth that cannot be shared on YouTube because my channel would explode if I put it on there.
Right. Yeah. Right. Let's keep it real.
But yeah, that's all. That's what you get. The value is through the roof, and it is only available until Monday at midnight because we have to get the educational seminars going. They start
right early Tuesday morning, right?
October 1st. So Thursday morning.
Yeah, give you 48 hours to recuperate from the launch. And then, listen, 48 hours after it closes, guys, the webinars start in earnest, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm telling you guys right now, and I've been to these webinars. I don't know, man. Like, honestly, I think you could probably do the webinars by themselves. I don't even think, don't get me wrong, Body Language Mastery is worth its weight in gold. But aside from the actual education that you get, dude, those webinars are priceless, man. Like, you cannot put a price on that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It takes a lot of balls to come into a group and tell these men your problems and then look for answers. But it's okay, because that's what we tell these people, no egos, no insults in the webinars. And that's one of the rules of Body Language Mastery. So, I mean, we are there to help you. We're there to support you. We're not going to coddle you. We are going to hold you accountable. But if you're ready to join a group of above average men, challenge yourself to learn more than you think you know now and become a better man, come on down. Use Donovan's link, sign up, and we'll do the rest.
And with that, gentlemen, that is going to do it for this special edition of TSR Live. One last quick comment here. Tricky Trini says, many men want to be plugged, but most end up like a Cypher. That's great.
Very true.
Yeah, Cypher had the big juicy steak, and then of course he double-crossed Neo, and he ended up dying in the end. So, Don, listen, thank you for making time for us today, man. Obviously, Body Language Mastery, it's going to be absolutely lit, I guess, as the kids are saying these days. Very much looking forward to being a part of those webinars. I feel a sense of brotherhood and camaraderie in there, and at the end of the day, I don't think you can put a price on that. So, thanks for bringing this to our attention.
Thank you very much.
That is going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. I will be live on Sharpe Stream in exactly 1 hour and 22 minutes, episode number 672 of TSR Live with Donovan Sharpe. I will see all of my patrons there. Until then, we'll see you next time.